What's up, guys? It's Cory, that guy, and I want to explain to you what it really means to be under contract. I've dealt with some situations to where people believe they were under contract, but they weren't actually under contract by rule. And that's when things can start to fall apart. That's when you are said to be not performing right. If you are trying to tell your buyer, your seller, this, that, and the third about what's going on about the deal when there is no deal, okay? Nothing is a deal until something gets signed by both parties and both parties have been notified that signing has happened. And that's when you have what you call an executed contract. For those of you that are representing yourselves, it's important that you know that an executed contract has to be executed by both parties in order to be in contract and to know that you can move forward with the deal. So let's talk about it. First thing, a home has been selected. Okay, if you're the buyer, you have already gotten approved and you have worked with your agent on the type of house that you want to buy. And now you have selected a home, not in contract, selected a home. Now you want to put together a contract, an offer. Okay, and with your agent, they should go over the necessary documents, explain what's going to happen. And then they should also explain to you the process of putting in the offer, what could happen. Key example, one thing that can happen is everything that you want in the contract may not be accepted in totality, but it may be a counter offer from the seller with specific things written in the contract as to what they want. You are not in contract, you are in negotiations. It's a totally different thing. Okay. Now, next thing is an offer has been written. Okay, we wrote an offer. An offer sent to the listing agent or broker. We've done that. An offer has been signed with 100% agreement of the count of the details. Okay, you want to know of the contract details. You want to know what the specific details are before you move forward in that contract. If there is a counter offer, you want to sit with your agent and understand what those counter offers mean, whether it's finances, whether it's something being repaired, whether there's something going on in the house, whatever it needs to be addressed with your agent so you know exactly what's going over before you, one, sign it and accept to what their counter is, or two, recounter. Again, you're still not in contract, you are still in negotiations. All right. Selling agent, Cory the real estate guy, that's me, has been notified and received a signed, executed copy of their contract. Okay, we have submitted the contract. We have gone through counteroffer negotiations if that's the case, or we just received the actual offer that we sent over to them back in totality, and they have signed and agreed. Okay, and when they have signed and agreed, they agreed to whatever was in that contract. And once you get it back, that is legally binding. That is what you call in the real estate world of home, residential real estate world, let me say that, an executed contract. Now the time clock has begun. Specific performance has to be done on both sides. Now that we have received notification, okay, and also we have received the signed contract. Why this is important? We've talked about earnest money and option money. We've talked about giving the title company the earnest money in a specific amount of days, which is 3 days. Okay. Also getting, if you negotiated, getting a seller's disclosure and all of that good jazz, it's all time sensitive in their contract. So once they have signed and received that and they send it back and they notify us and we have it, that means the clock has started on all those different events to happen. That's why it's so important that you understand the contract and understand that you know you're in contract so you can perform accordingly. Okay. The last thing, we're non-contract and responsible to perform accordingly. Just said it. You want to make sure that moving forward, you know exactly what you're going to be doing, when you need to do it, and how you need to do it. So you're always in front of the 8 ball, not behind the 8 ball. Okay, it's Cory the real estate guy talking about what it means to be under contract.